connect the cables here, bond them here, cable entry. And basically the same as for your equipment panel or your control box. Well, in practice it looked like this, many cables. Now this is the earth grid, straight to the rebar. And actually here is where we have to do something with the cable armoring, or cable shielding. So it's, I'll show you in a moment. It's exercise like Faraday cage. Normaal zoeken. Ja. Oh, die gaan wel uit. Sorry. Oh ja? Goed. So what we need is a Faraday cage. You can look through, so it's not suitable for light, but it's for FM radio, it's fine. Like this. But if I bring in my cable, like this, I actually bring in the currents, yeah? So the exercise with 10 milliamps. So I have to connect the cable entry, so if I connect like this, it's fine. So bond at the perimeter of the shield. And actually you can size this in terms of dimensions of the grid and the frequency. So this is a 1 by 1 millimeter Faraday cage shield. And this is about 100 megahertz. So if I scale this wavelength to, let's say, 100 times larger wavelength and 100 times lower frequency, then the mesh size would be 10 by 10 centimeters. That's what we typically have with rebar. So it's equally effective for the building, for lighting. And then it's the highest frequency, of course, because it's actually lower than 1 megahertz. So like this. So we need our colleagues, the civil guys, to help us with making this Faraday cage. And this is what you normally do with cables, well, in exposed areas around the equator. This is a common practice where you take up the sheathing of the cable and actually bond it to the framework, which is then welded to the rebar. So this is a perfect cable entry. You shouldn't paint it, of course, inside. But it's all making contact here on the floor. Or like this. So you may have, for lighting, you may have some pigment, but it should be short. Or like this. So at the end of the day, it's more of the same. For equipment, is putting the current barrier like this, where you bond all the cables. So here's a summary. You have to look at the environment, and I think for you it's quite specific. It's a harsh environment. The advantage is that you don't have any. It's drink time now.
It's just automatically.
Well, it's a lot of slides. So, in summary, look at the environment. That's one thing. Take account of all the standards you have to comply with, also for the automotive directive. Yeah, if you buy equipment, I think most of it you will design yourself because it's very specific for a car. But you have to comply with these requirements. Installation practice. So I hope you've seen from this afternoon that installation practice in terms of details of bonding are dominant, are most important. Well, something about decoupling, filters, so use the appropriate filter techniques to comply with the standards and to make things EMC. And then, well, cable practices, earthing, segregation, all the plumbers do it. And that's it, I think.
So the filter is the frequency-dependent current boundary. It's open for low frequencies and closed for high. So, but it's a current boundary for the noise.
We hope we have answered some of your questions. I think we did.
We can do more during the next one.
Yes.
Okay. So, thank you.